allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first thing on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to look over the minutes from the December 6th meeting and the December 14th meeting?
No, December 9th meeting.
What was that?
December 9th, a special meeting.
Wasn't that the 14th? No, that's when you wrote them up.
Right.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry, I apologize. December 6th and December 9th.
So moved.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Okay. So next on the agenda is Randy, Highway.
Okay, so we've been basically housekeeping and plowing snow. In with that plowing of snow, the state road commitment has changed. We've added back out to Plan B. We are going out to the state barn now, DOT barn. Area thought they could add to theirs and realized that it was too much time-wise. By the time they got back up to do Route 8, from doing all of Route 10, the traffic had already packed it down, so on and so forth. So we are going from the Four Corners to the DOT barn now.
Straight run.
And also, the county has asked us, and not really a shared service, it's a paid contract to enter into doing nights and weekends for South Shore Road, County Route 11. So they take care of it first thing in the morning during the week, during the day from 5 a.m. till 1:30. Then we take care of it the rest of the time. So that's a paid service from the county to us.
Are we still doing any of the hill?
We do up the hill to Old Indian Lake Road, and we do down south to the second parking lot. We were doing to the first, then realized that the line of sight pulling out of there is not good, so we went down to the second. So that's the little changes there. The side-by-side is in, we took delivery of it last week, and then we put it to work. The state of New York got us bridge material for 2 bridges on the Willis Mountain Trail, so we built those last week also. The 6x6 auction was done, and the guy paid for it and picked it up. I think he picked it up on Friday. The sander has not been paid for yet, so I have a sneaky feeling that we're gonna have to put that one back up to auction, and I'm thinking he got cold feet. So, once again. Let's see, fences are up at the cemetery, if anybody has not seen them. I think it came out very nice.
That's good.
There's no handles for the gates at this point. They will be in, and as soon as they're in, they will install them, but the only comments I've heard are good ones, and comments of, can we go farther? And that's up to the board at a future point in time. So,
Would look nice going up the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Really would.
Another budget.
and besides for Merry Christmas, everybody, that's it.
Wow.
What a Christmas gift.
Yes. Okay, next we'll move on to old business, a library board report from Karen McComb.
Oh, so we're not doing buildings, okay. Yes, I would like to ask the board to approve the appointment of 2 new board members to the Lake Pleasant Library Board of Trustees. Amy Peters and Nancy Germain are not going to continue. And we would like to, at our recommendation, the board to approve Donna Bankovich and Pamela Pooler to the board for a 5-year term starting January 1st.
Who that?
Is that Pamela who?
Put Pam,
Pam Pooler.
Oh, Pooler.
I said Pamela because it's
Thank you.
We need
You
a,
want me to move it?
Pam.
Sure.
I'll say, well, you
Okay,
wanna
Neil
move it,
Well,
I'll second.
I certainly move that.
Second, Neil, okay.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Really quick response to those openings, that's great.
Yeah.
Worked out well.
Yeah,
Really good.
good choices too.
Choices,
Good
yeah.
choice.
Absolutely, yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it. We still have items, whether you're not seeing it on Facebook, Gary put on, that we have tree ornaments, and we have pins. I'm just gonna mention these pins because it came about from the Historical Society, and I have to give Bill Weaver the credit for that. Apparently, you know how there's a resurgence of things in, not necessarily the community, but, you know, things, slinkies come back, things come back that sort of repeat themselves. Well, one of the things that are very in right now is people collecting pins of places that they've been. We do have them for the Historical Society, but no venue to present them to the public at this point in time, but the library did. So we ordered some pins that say Lake Pleasant Library on with our logo that we have here in the library. And I think the intent is maybe to get a community movement going at some time where different businesses would invest in these little pins with their business names on them and sort of be a sort of a collector's item for where they've been. People like to take things home when they've been traveling to different places, and we'll see what happens with it. But the Lake Pleasant Library now has pins with
Nice.
their names on.
Very nice.
We have here at the library.
Very nice.
But aside from that, things are kind of quiet this time of the year.
Okay, that's it?
That's it.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Chris, museum fundraiser.
Well, we had a lovely surprise today with a $1,000 and a $250 donation. So we're now up to $5,675.
Nice.
And I am hoping to send out a letter soliciting donations after Christmas. The board members have a copy of that letter, and if they approve, I'll be sending that out at my expense. It's a donation to the Historical Society Museum.
Oh,
I personally think it's a great letter. I mean, do you
I do
feel
too.
great? We don't need a motion, do we?
Chris is the chair of this, I don't see Jim,
Yeah, you're the chairman, so we don't need to.
Yeah.
particularly if you're paying for it.
Well, I still like to run it by you.
Yeah, no, I
That way
think
if
it's.
something's wrong, I can say, oh, the board didn't catch that.
Through that.
Actually, it's really nice.
I'll
I'm
attach
gonna
it
give
in
it so it can be
minutes.
put up.
Oh, thank you, that'd be
And
wonderful.
everybody can get a chance to see it. Pass it around. Okay, anything else, Chris?
Nope.
It's just a really great jump start before spring.
Absolutely, yes.
To be basically, 10-12%.
Do you need
Nail
any?
it.
No.
Doing great, and I don't know what you've done in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, but it's almost like every day a donation is coming in. So I don't know if it's additional advertising you've done or what, or if it's somehow it's just catching up and people are seeing it, or if it's the thermometer. That may,
I think
people
that
driving
helps.
by.
And when I was here for the holiday stroll with the table set up, I had stamped letters with town's address on it for people to pick up, and a lot of people did pick them up.
Okay,
So I think that that's
Make it easy.
maybe what's going on.
sure.
I don't know.
You're doing a
but
great job.
I like
It's
it,
working.
whatever it is.
It's working, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
right.
need any help getting,
Yeah.
folding them and doing that kind of
Oh,
stuff?
if I do, I'll holler.
Well, you know what, folding them, Chris, you can take them to the chamber, they have a folding machine.
Oh, do they
They
really?
do, they have a
do.
folding machine.
Trifold.
Okay,
Yep,
that's good to
Yep,
know.
and they'll do that for you.
Okay,
Yeah,
Great.
yep, saves a lot of time.
Yes, it will save a lot of time.
Okay, anything
Job
else,
to Gary.
Chris? That's it?
No, that's it.
Okay, next is youth recreation, so Nancy, Lake Pleasant Central School, did you wanna give a report on what's going on with you?
Well, I know ski lessons have begun, and we got in touch, I got in touch with Sammy, and just to make sure that the kids all know that there's gonna be the free ski, Christmas week. And I'm not sure if that information has been passed on yet, but,
They're usually done through the school?
well,
Or via flyer or
the
something?
flyers
Yeah.
usually go home through the school, yeah. But,
And if I can also just add in, Laura O'Brien had contacted me just prior to that, and I did give that information to her and told her that if for some reason there wasn't snow or whatever, Christmas week, they couldn't do the free ski, then would go on to the winter break, President's Week.
yeah.
So, one way or another, they'll get that free week of skiing.
Yeah, that's all I have.
That's it?
Here's hoping.
Yeah, really. Okay, so next is new business. This is the resolution to change the checking accounts. So after talking to Beth and Jody from the treasurer's office, it was suggested that the town change the checking accounts with no interest to interest-bearing savings accounts. What they're feeling is that some of these accounts, which is DA, SR, CM, B, and DB, some of these accounts have large sums of money for a good part of the year and could be making interest. At this time, I'll just read the resolution, looking for the board to support a resolution to change the following checking accounts with no interest checking to interest-bearing savings accounts. The following are the accounts to be changed: DA, SR, CM, B, and DB. So I'm looking for a motion.
I'll move.
Okay, a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Is there any discussion?
Just, did they also give a suggestion on like line item transfers? How does, since we've never done it that way, what's their preference for moving money in, just in blocks or?
Well, how they usually do it is we don't have checks for any of these accounts.
Right.
So therefore, whenever anything needs to be moved, they just move it from one to another. That's how they always do it.
Electronically.
Yeah, right through the bank. They go online.
Okay.
And we just went through all that and switched everything over because it went way back to Kathy Aird was still on, and we actually had no administrator for the account. When you and I went, somehow I think that was overlooked, and neither you nor I were on there. So the town had no real administrator, so I went to the bank, we got everything switched around, so now it's
I remember that.
back up where it's supposed to be. So, okay, is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, building inspector, we have one application that just went out, basically I think we're just gonna have to table it until that application comes back in, and then the board will have to make a decision, but we're getting down there with time. So that's really all I have for that. The assessor for the town, beginning January 3rd, the new county assessor will be starting. Her name is Lynn Billings from Elm Lake Road in Speculator. Lynn will be working for the town of Lake Pleasant in our office 1 to 2 days a week, and the town of Indian Lake the other 2 days a week, and then 1 day at the county building. This position is set up by the county and structured the same as it was when Dan Fife was assessor. So that will be starting on the 3rd.
Would you spell the last name?
Yes, it is Billings.
Okay. Thank you.
So
Any
that's a county
questions on that?
hire.
That's the same,
County's
it's a county hire, yep, and, we just pay once a year, and that's it. Okay, next is the agreement, between the town, of Lake Pleasant and the Adirondack, Park Local Review Board. Did everyone have a chance? I sent it, everyone had a chance to read it. It's basically exactly the same as it is every year. So I'm looking for a motion.
So,
Okay, a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
they're our voice.
Yeah. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so I'll get that signed and in the mail tomorrow, and that will be done. The next is our Brennan Contract. It's exactly the same as last year, so I didn't bother sending everybody a copy. It's word for word. The only thing that's different is the date.
I'll move it.
Okay, Chris, a second?
I'll second.
Okay. And whenever we have stray dogs in the area, we actually have a contract with Brennan, and our dog warden takes them down to Brennan, and they have to be there so many days, they check them over, and then if anybody wants to adopt them, if they're not claimed, then they can adopt them through Brennan.
We have a certain amount of animals that
3.
they cover.
Been covered.
And then the new council was, then after that, we store the animals at the former town clerk.
Yeah,
So
I'm hearing that. Actually, it's 3 dogs that they allow under that $600.
Right.
And then I think that's gonna replace Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Which was Neil's dog. Okay, okay, so any other further discussion on that? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Next is our intermunicipal agreement with Hamilton County and the town for our accounting, bookkeeping, and payroll with the county's treasurer's office. The only change, once again, is the date, nothing else has changed. So I'm looking for a motion to give me permission to sign the contract.
So moved.
Okay, Don, Chris was second.
Okay.
Okay, is there any discussion? Anybody have any questions?
It was a great move when we did it, and it continues to be.
Awesome. Yeah, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so we're kind of through pretty much everything. Okay, committee reports. Chris, do you have anything further to report? Any committees, anything?
Regarding the website committee, I'd be happy to continue doing that for the town if you want me to.
Okay, actually, Rochelle does it for the county, and she has agreed that she will work with you and get the information, and she will take it over.
That's great.
She does the county site, yeah, so that worked out quite well, so
Yeah.
you guys can possibly connect at some point and get whatever impertinent information you
Is it
need.
digital towpath you're doing?
No, it's something else, I forget what it is, it's not that, but I do manage a couple different websites, so.
Okay, we'll have to get together.
Yeah.
Perfect. Anything else, Chris?
Nope.
Okay. Debbie?
Nope.
Nancy?
Nope.
Bonnie?
Dawn? Wow. Okay,
Great.
okay.
End of year.
So I'm looking for a motion to pay the bills for December 17th.
So
Second?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, next is public comment. Nobody for public comment? Wow, quiet night.
Thank you for the great job that you did this past year.
Thank you,
Very good.
thank you,
Merry Christmas.
thank you very much. Okay, so let's start with roundtable. Chris?
Nothing.
Wow. Nancy?
Nothing.
Debbie?
I have a few things.
Good,
Oh,
okay.
The first is, it's coming up, I know, Christmas is so exciting, but the first of the year is coming, 2022, if you'd like to wash off 2021, which who wouldn't? The polar plunge will be held down at the village outlet, the beach outlet, to bring in 22, that's New Year's Day at noon. The noon whistle usually sends us in. There are no other requirements other to be hardy, and we make sure we're all safe. Usually a fair amount of folks there, and again, always good to wash off the previous year.
And it's initiation for all new officers and board members, right?
Usually, yeah, that's pretty
thought so.
pretty common.
Okay, as I look around the room.
Outgoing clerks, you know, who have another stones to do it to this point.
I'd say cold day in hell.
Yeah.
I was there last year and I was a good watcher.
Yeah, me too.
Well, we appreciate that too, there is a certain fun to what's
It
in the
was cold to
insane.
watch.
Is there a charity this year now?
Always Wounded Warriors,
Always Wounded Warriors.
plungers, watchers, anyone who'd like to provide, all the money goes to Wounded Warriors. And over the years, we've raised a fair amount of dough. We always do between 300 and 600, 800 one year. So we've been doing it for over 10, I can't remember exactly how long. You're welcome to come back.
And
I'm
where,
coming back.
Okay.
I was there last
I
year,
know.
I just didn't do
where
it, but I
do
will
you
do it
donate
again.
if you're not
I'm
going
back.
in the water?
You just make out a check to Wounded Warriors. The actual, it used to be easier because I had some cans out. One of the ones most active was actually at the Timberline, which I'm not mentioning today because I haven't secured it. Even last year while they were closed, they did their famous hot chocolate, and that can kind of gets stuffed at that point. But if not, there's a can at the inn as well, or you can get it to me. But
Okay.
Wounded Warriors is a really worthwhile cause. The second thing is to give a very, very, true about the supervisor, but a very, very heartfelt, sad thank you to our whole right side of the lineup, or left as you look at it.
Yeah.
Councilwoman Meixner, Councilwoman Shice, and our town clerk. That's a pretty tough all-star group to replace, but you deserve it all. Merry Christmas, and we are gonna miss you. These ladies have big shoes to fill. And last thing, Merry Christmas to everybody. That's it for me.
Done?
No, that's enough.
You stole my thunder, so I'll just say Merry Christmas to everybody. Our next meeting will be January 3rd at 7 PM, which will be our organizational meeting. And I'm looking for a motion to adjourn,
I think I'll do that.
Okay.
okay?
I'll
Second.
second.
Yeah, get it, your
Merry
last second.
Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
It's only 21 minutes after 7, oh my God.
That's like a
We're
non-meal
noon,
meeting.
I know. Haven't had a meeting like that since we're governor.
I don't think we ever had a meeting like that when the government was around.
Well, one thing I can say, it must be, you are doing a good job because you don't see the big
Crowd.
in the peanut gallery when we're having meetings, so.
No controversy.